And that was their big timing, right? They wanted to have that Blink Dagger with the Mystic Flare combination together as well from the Tiny, and they just didn't accomplish it. Damage moving forward under the cover of smoke.
He's in. They've got the infest. They're going to have a lot of bonus health, but Tumbleman's going to pop out. A 1-for-1 to start, but they're in trouble now, Virtus.pro. The Delta split comes through, but DM's going to be glimpsed back into the middle. Matumbaman won't have a stun to be able to cancel the Visage TP, so DM will be able to escape. Meanwhile, back up to the left side, Mickey, a solo use of the Rolling Thunder has been able to isolate Yamich on the Tiny. So Liquid in the end will be able to find two, but they've also caught out GPK. It's got a BKB to work with if required. They're going to drag it back into the Static Storm. There's not much GPK can do to play this one aggressively. It's going to try and trample away, but the bashes are there, making sure there will be no opportunity as Matumbaman can close the distance and get the right clicks going.
It's just those little bit of things of coordination, right? He pops the BKB and runs away from Ramses that had commit forward with the static link. He wanted to be able to help out his teammate, but you can't do that if you're just going to instantly cause the link to break. That range on the open words, it's kind of nutty.
For VP, I think it needs to be a toss into Ancient Seal if they're really going to start the fight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're somewhat rattled. Oh, there we go. Okay, just claimed. All
here at the moment. Foxy's still going to look to hookshot under the T2 tower. They've been able to kite the Mystic Flare as well, which is a lot of the initial damage from Virtus.pro. The Infest is going to be enough to secure the kill, and also doesn't put Matumbaman in a compromised position. Meanwhile, though, Zai is under the ward and the creeps as well. Instant use of the Raid Pact. He's been able to break the Static Link, and now with the Rolling Thunder. Okay, actually, not used from Mickey. Charge it up. Threatening from Virtus.pro.
Yeah, he wants to. He wants to create space to the left-hand side of this tier 2 tower, so that's going to go down. Zai did a great job.
Down here. They got Swashbuckle back up. Is Mickey going to go for it? Oh, so close. I think some of the last little ticks weren't there with the Swashbuckle.
Agonizingly close, man. This is looking real good for Liquid so far. I mean, the amount of times that they made that attempt up top with the tier 2 tower, it felt like DM was up there 5 separate times just trying to take that, and Liquid just had their minds on the amount of time that it would take for them to achieve an objective, get a gank, and go back and prevent VP from opening up the map. Even with that tier 2 tower taken, they haven't left their side of the map, so they haven't actually achieved anything. They haven't gotten the rewards for that tower that they committed so much for.
And it's up. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
It's going to be really scary here for Virtus.pro. Look at the ward they've got at the triangle as well. Maybe this could help out though. Scepter now completed from GPK. Do you feel like there's another item that VP need to maybe turn the tides?
Well, I mean, 4-staffs are pretty at a premium for the supports as well, but just with how the game's been going, without being able to secure a lot of those kills early on, means that it's still going to be quite some time until, well, Yamich, he's a fair way away, but Hakoda's nearly picked his one up, so maybe if they could go for a smoke, get a pick off before the 4-staffs are needed, and when Liquid try and go for the counter gank, that's when it can really start to have its impact.
Foxy might be right. Okay. So he might be right on the money if he kept going towards the lane. Almost was able to cut off instead. He's going to hookshot into the middle. But Tumbleman's still got a double damage for it to play with. 2 hits to swipe away the life of Yakoda. And now GPK, he's the next on the agenda as well. It might have to be another defensive BKB to get him out. It's like at least the Scepter. See the deterrent here from Liquid. They're going to back up, but their prize will be the tier 2 tower.
Yeah, you just cannot fight into that DD. Let's see him slowly walk on past. They know that the Primal Beast isn't quite there, so they could go for an aggressive gank attempt and then just have the freedom to back off. Yep, BKB is the objective that they wanted to get out of that, and now they can look to make another move in a few seconds. Just seconds left on that hookshot cooldown. They're just going to check for a power rune. It's an arcane rune. Mickey, he has been on point with being able to secure these with his team. Might even be able to have the luxury of securing tier 3 items, go back with that little bit of an advantage because VP are holed up in their base. They're not going to be able to get that extra little bit of a power spike.
The Clockwork has been a support that has been rising in popularity over the last chance qualifiers. We see it as a big hero for Virtus.pro in particular, and well, this game, Foxy, he's looking to show that he is incredibly strong, the hero as well. We've already seen him play it today, and these hook shots have been on point. Okay. We might see it once again as GPK. A kinetic field? Oh, yeah, you can't charge out of that one, which has been unfortunate. So it's just for the hook shot to cancel out the TP. Instantly, Boxy was there, was ready for the attempt. The high fives, well, he won't get any back as Mickey is godlike.
He is indeed, and he's even got the basher as well, so even if Boxy wasn't there, they would have had the potential to be able to take out that key target again. These movements coming through from Liquid, this is TI caliber. This is what a lot of people in the past have criticized them for, crumbling under the weight of expectation, but really coming through for not only themselves but their region as well. Secret already having qualified, and could we see 2 Western European teams coming through the last chance qualifiers?
I mean, both Insania, Boxy, and Mickey, they missed out on TI-10. They do not want to miss out on another TI, and with how Game 1 is looking at the moment, and making sure that is not going to be the case. Insania is chilling. And all these 4-stars, man, the supports are so farmed.
Yeah, and look at this as well. Like, this seems like a bit of a... I don't want to call it an all-in play just yet. Normally, you buy the gem when you've got control over the map, maybe when you've got the Aegis as well, but Hakoda, he's gone back and said, look, I know I had enough gold for my 4 stuff. We need to be able to play around the map. I need to make sure that we get some vision back, because right now, we've got nothing.
Is the advantage that Liquid have. You're playing with Rocket Flare, you're playing with goddamn Plague Wards. Nothing they can do.
Shoving up pretty easily with Swashbuckle as well.
Yeah. And that's a beautiful call. Like, lanes are a very important way to gain vision. You see DM's trying to do that. Bottom with the familiars, Boxy and Marty are going to surround them. So, and just to read, you're trying to get these lanes in a position where maybe you can set up for a pickoff, but Virtus Pro, the 5-man smoke, they'll get nothing out of it. So maybe they can at least, and they will, they're going to drop an Observe Ward by the Roche. It will be up in 45 seconds. Let's see if they can take a fight around this area, but Dire are going to see them shortly.
Might have even got the sense that DM had resummoned his familiars too, so even if he does have the buyback, which he does, will be the key target for them to look to try and go on if they can take away that hype.
Boxy's on the hind. Yamich gets the initiation over the static storm fall up as well. Matumba's going to turn to deal with a tiny. They have stolen a decent amount of damage, but Mickey's in the Rolling Thunder. A bounce back as well. They're going to try and target down Ramses, completely taking the Razor out of the team fight. He's surviving for the moment. They're going to turn to deal with DM, but the Visage just is unable to stay alive. Liquid are too far ahead, and Ramses will not be able to find a way through the tree line. He'll go back in the lane, and Virtus Pro have had enough as Liquid. You mentioned that this is a team, whenever they find their victories, they do it incredibly fast, and they've done it here once again. A 30-minute Game 1 victory in our last series of the Last Chance qualifiers.